I keep seeing these videos on YouTube popping up about how normal people are just winning on YouTube right now. And I'm not too sure how I feel about being called normal, but I feel like if we take the word normal, we use relatable, human, and this has always been a category on YouTube that has always won. Okay, so this is how normal people have always won. Okay, I'm going to stop doing the normal. You get my whole point about that. So, normal people have always won on YouTube. And if we just take our minds back in the good old days when we would watch YouTube videos and they weren't super polished, they weren't super edited, there was no AI influence in all these videos, and it was literally just raw, relatable human people, humans who are making these videos. Those videos always won and they're still winning. So I remember watching videos like people vlogging, going to work, getting ready in the morning, like, their morning routine, just having a sit down and having a little chat about something that they wanted to talk about. That is something that I remember absolutely loving back in the day. I feel like it's still the same today. I still love watching those types of videos. So these weren't extraordinary. They were just, it just felt really relatable and really human to watch these kind of things on our screen. So these people weren't famous, they were just someone who felt really familiar, someone who we kept on watching. I remember the YouTubers that I would watch back in the day, and I still watch them today, even though their content's really, really changed. But those are the videos that we initially made that connection with those YouTubers because we really liked their raw, familiar, relatable content. So this is why relatability beats interesting. Okay, so most viewers have normal lives. You know, we have normal lives. So we would watch these kind of videos on YouTube when we're commuting to work, when, we're doing some like house chores, just to have something in the background. And I feel like this is something that is still very true today, especially when now we know that YouTube videos are being watched more, not actually on our mobile phones, but on a TV screen. So, they're part of our home, these YouTubers that we watch. And I would rather watch something that is more relatable, have in the background, than watch something that is, super polished, super AI, very short. You want to see those kind of normal people and those normal videos. So the point is that people look for something that's familiar and consistent rather than something that is like extraordinary. Okay, so we are seeing definitely a shift. So we're definitely in this AI era. There's a shift in everything that we're watching and what we can see online. And that is why it is really refreshing to see something that is human online, not something that is AI altered, any AI filters, an AI avatar, something like that. I don't feel like we want to see that when we're especially watching YouTube videos because these are not relatable, they're not human, they're not familiar people, they're not familiar experiences that we're used to. And even though we've got this shift to AI, this is definitely something that I can see there's definitely a comeback, and that's why everyone's saying the normal is coming back. But it's always been there, and we just like watching humans. We are human beings. We do like watching humans rather than robots. It's just one of those things. We don't want to watch everything that's AI. I don't know about you, but when you're scrolling, so I'm into educational videos about YouTube. When I'm scrolling, I can see a lot of polished AI filtered, altered kind of videos, and I'll watch one of them. There'll be a short little snappy like 6-minute video, 4-minute video, and after I've done that, I'll go to the next one and it's all the same thing. It literally looks like they're different people, but it's the same editor, or they're using the same software, the same style, and it can be so repetitive. Honestly, for me, they're really boring. I don't like watching those kind of videos anymore. I never really liked watching those kind of videos. So even though there's a shift in the whole new AI era, I believe that people are going to start watching, there's definitely a comebacks with vlogging. So, we want to see more human, relatable, familiar experiences. We want to see that, the morning coffee routine or whatever it is. Even with the educational videos that I watch and I'm consuming all the time, I feel like the ones where there's definitely a few YouTubers that I cannot stop watching, like I absolutely love because they are human. And that meaning that they take pauses, they will say they will say and, they will say oh, they're not having the same editing style as everyone else, with the AI super edited videos. It's just really the raw YouTubers, the simple, normal, boring, whatever you want to call it. Those are the ones that I really, really enjoy watching. So don't be disheartened, especially when you're starting your YouTube journey. Don't feel like you have to make everything super AI, edited, and the visuals and they have to look a certain way. I actually feel like if you strip it back, and if when you're thinking of starting your YouTube journey, I would actually say to strip it all back, just be really real, really raw, keep it really simple. And you'll actually, hopefully, and I feel like you will make those human connections even more. People will be able to connect with your videos more so than something that is extraordinary. So this is it kind of ties into the whole journey that I'm on. This year-long journey. If you follow along, I'm doing every single Friday, I post a 1 year to monetize series. So I have a series every Friday checking in on how we are trying to monetize in 1 year. It's a really nice slow journey. There's nothing, no shortcuts. It's just really so you can see basically every single step that I'm taking and hopefully the little milestones that we make along this year journey that we're on. But this is why I'm not trying to be extraordinary this year. I'm not trying to make anything go viral. I'm going to keep it really simple. And hopefully, you can then see that you don't have to have extraordinary things in order to do well on YouTube. You all don't have to be like Mr. Beast to do well on YouTube. And I'm just showing up consistently. So I think that is one of the main things is just showing up, being consistent, because that is a huge part of doing well and making those human connections, people being able to relate to you, something that's familiar. How can you become, how can something become familiar if you're not actually seeing that person often on your, your YouTube feed? So this is definitely something that consistency really does matter. So this is my year on YouTube as a normal person. And we're just going to see what happens. So I'm not trying to be extraordinary this year, and I'm definitely not trying to go viral. I'm just showing up consistently as a normal person. And I kind of think that that's always been a point of YouTube.